can see the clouds moving across that building. The Shanghai Tower. So cool. Bird. So, quarantine is a vibe. Let me go brush my hair. So, maybe this is a little bit better. I don't know. I brushed my hair, put on lipstick. I couldn't change out of the pajamas though because I'm in quarantine, and why? Also, you know, I feel like the shirt really fits. I think this is Tokyo, not Shanghai, but you know, it works. Anyway, this has got to be super quick. I want to keep it under 5. I kind of wanted to keep it under 2 or at 2, but I'm already at 37 seconds, so that's not going to happen. But the quick rundown is I'm here. Yes. So, I had severe COVID anxiety for like a week and a half, basically the whole month of July, if I'm being honest, but it just got progressively worse the closer to the date. So not sleeping well, a lot of anxiety, and then flew to Texas, and you know, the COVID anxiety just poof was gone then, because you know, by that point it was really too late. But I was feeling good about it. But then I got the, am I going to get my test results uploaded to the embassy and get my green light in time to fly anxiety, because I'm really good at figuring out the anxiety angles, the newest anxiety angle. So what happened was severe storms in Atlanta where I had a layover. So my flight was delayed an hour, missed my connection. The new connection was delayed by an hour. So yeah. I made it into Dallas Love instead of DFW, rerouted, at 1 o'clock. And same day service for my COVID testing was 2 o'clock. Luckily, I did go to Dallas Love because it was a straight shot to baggage claim. I was out on the curb with just this kindly gentleman from baggage claim, by the way. 2 of them really. Took me straight to Lyft. Pushed the cart for me. It was just delightful. I'm rambling and I'm already at 2.5 minutes. Oh dear. I'm worried about the timing of my video because I don't know about upload speeds here at the hotel and with the VPN and all that jazz. But anyway, stop rambling, Doris. Yes, and then the Lyft driver was amazing. I made it by 1:50 to my testing site. Anyway, all that went through just fine. Got on the flight to Shanghai on time. It wasn't canceled. Another stressor there. And my guy had upgraded me to business class. So the school pays for the ticket, economy class, obviously. But he upgraded me to business class because he knows I don't like to fly and he thought I would be more comfortable. So it was actually a very enjoyable 14.5-hour flight, like as enjoyable as a 14.5-hour flight can be. Yeah. Landed in Incheon, Korea, and then South Korea, and then God, I'm losing my thoughts. Another 1.5 hours to Shanghai. So I read 1 book on the plane. Talk about that another time. I also watched the morning show, the first 4 episodes with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston, and that was fabulous. Oh my gosh. So I want to watch the rest of that. I also, well, I'll get to that. So, then, you know, getting through immigration in the airport was a long and winding road, but I made it. another 50-minute ride to my hotel by bus. Made it. So basically, I pulled an all-nighter. I did not sleep on the plane. Maybe 2 20-minute cat naps where I didn't go fully under, but yeah, my first all-nighter since college. I don't do all-nighters, but I did. I just couldn't sleep. Oh my gosh. So yeah, and then the fun began. My hotel is lovely, but the irony of being in a really spacious, comfortable hotel room for 10 days and you can't sleep. Okay, pardon my language, but jet lag is a bitch. Oh my goodness. Like, you would think that after pulling an all-nighter, I mean, I thought I would just be able to crash and burn. No. I didn't sleep. 3 hours maybe, and that's in 1.5 hour increments. So the first 7 days, I could only sleep in 1.5 hour increments, more or less. Sometimes 2 hours if I was lucky. So day 1 on the plane, 0 hours of sleep. Then day 2 in quarantine, day 1 in quarantine, 3 hours of sleep, then 4 hours of sleep the next day, 5 hours of sleep the next day. I finally figured out how to adjust my thermostat. I had been sleeping in 26 degrees Celsius. Also, I got poison ivy right before I left. That's a nice one right there. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. This video is going to be 10 minutes. I hope it uploads. No big deal. But then I was trying to be careful with the food and not eat things that I thought, because the hotel just gives you a tray. You don't get to choose here. They just give you a tray and you eat what you want off of it. And it was just delicious. I loved it. But it turns out there is soy sauce in everything. And soy sauce is fermented with wheat, and I'm allergic to that stuff. I thought it would be no big deal. I would just get, some gastrointestinal disturbances and know, hey, you need to back off there. That's not how it worked this time. I got a celiac rash all over my knuckles, and it itched like the fires of hell were under my skin. And I didn't realize it because of the poison ivy. I thought that I had just scratched it and spread it, But then day 2, I'm like, oh dear. You probably can't see because it's doing a lot better. It's gone. It doesn't itch anymore. But yeah, that was bad news. So I messaged the hotel, because we got a little message board, and said, I can't have any more soy sauce in my meals because, I'm allergic. And they said, oh, you've got to call the front desk. I'm like, this isn't going to go well. So I called the front desk, and they're like, oh, you got to talk to the restaurant that, we cater with. So they, put me in touch with the hotel. And as soon as I answered the phone when the hotel called, they hung up on me because they don't speak English there. So anyway, later that afternoon, I got a message from the message board saying that they had informed the hotel, which is what they should have done in the first place, but oh well. Then it took another day for, all their wires to cross properly. So I'm finally getting meals with no soy sauce in them. They're very bland, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? So where was I? So yeah, 5 hours, 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I jumped the ship and got 8 hours. So yesterday was the first day that I felt good. Like, oh my gosh, miraculous. So here I am. So I read a book yesterday. More on that later. But this made me want to finish watching Dairy Girls. So I started that this morning again. I would have started it yesterday, but my VPN was out for an entire day. I don't know what that was about. Nobody knows. It was all over China. There was a hair on my arm. So anyway, I started watching Dairy Girls this morning, and I can't watch it. Something about a proxy setting. So if you know how to work around that, apparently Netflix does not like me using a VPN. But I'm sure my kid can help me with that too. But if you know, drop a line in the comment section how I get around that problem. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. So you probably want to see, do you want to see my hotel room? You can see my hotel room. This is my hotel room. I'll go show you my pantry and my shower facilities. They're quite luxurious. The pantry is not. The pantry is very limited. So yeah, God, this is gonna be a 15-minute video. Oh dear. Anyway, okay, so that's it. I just want to say hello. I'm here. So we'll see if this uploads, and if it does, maybe I will do a wrap up, because I don't know if I've read any books this month other than those two. Do you remember? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll put a couple clips on the end of this and chat soon-ish. Oh, I get out. I bust out on August 1st at 4:30 in the afternoon. If I'm lucky. If I'm not lucky and the flight gets canceled, I have an 8 o'clock flight, then it'll be the next morning, August 2nd. So yeah, okay, bye. All right, so here's my reading chair. Here's my office and dining room. Here is all of my luggage. Here is my pantry. It's dwindling quickly. Oh, there's a fridge in there. That's my kitchen, I guess. Well, this is my kitchen. I gotta show you this though. That's a real gem, right? I don't know what that's all about. And here, look at this. This is the laundry room. And the shower. And I normally wouldn't show you the restroom because, you know, I got to think about that. But look, hilarious, right? Okay. That's it, guys. So there's a couple of films of the skyline to end with. Yay! It's raining in Shanghai. Ooh. It's really coming down now. Ooh. Shanghai nightlife is popping tonight. I like the ball. My nephew told me that tall thing is the Shanghai Towers, I think. And it's like over 2,000 feet, I think he said. And like the tallest building in China and the third tallest building in the world. Right here outside my hotel room.